Hey guys, this is Lone again for Apotheosis. We're back again with dragons. Today we're using Overgrowth. It really is the main reason why is yesterday I did that, basically experiment challenge where after every time I 3-star took away some invis spells, we found out you can 3-star pretty easily, still with like 8 invis spells, 6 was a little tough, but 7 worked as well. But 8 or 9 seemed pretty effective. So in doing so, if you have add an Overgrowth to the army and you have just 10 invis spells, that gives you quite a bit of wiggle room. The Overgrowth is pretty flexible. You can use it either to path your RC. I believe my 8 attacks might have done that once or twice. Because you don't really need that most of the time. Because usually it's pretty easy pathing for legend bases for Royal Champion. But what I really liked using it for was on the back end. So if there's heavy damage, or like you say you missed a multi-inferno tower, you got cover to help get your furnace some more value, you just cover it up. Or there's a sweeper in the back end, you just overgrowth the sweeper. There's a rage tower. That one is very, very nice. Let the rage tower pop, and then by the time the rage tower wears off with the overgrowth, your dragons are on top of it and they'll take it out easily. So the overgrowth makes it really, really simple. And I really think that it's a lot more effective if you're just trying to go for simplicity as well as just safety. So the overgrowth is very, very safe if you want to be using that. But anyways, let's get into legend attacks and hope you guys enjoy. Alright, this space. A whole bunch of value, which is getting directly in here. Usually the queen side's not beta as well. So want to come in towards here, get into this core. Do I really need the overgrowth for here? Honestly, I won't need it for this pathing. No, so if anything, I'm going to save the overgrowth for the back end rage tower. So it might sound kind of crazy, but it'll work out nicely there. It really will. And just literally just giant arrow maybe this way. Yeah. Okay. This shouldn't be baited. I wouldn't think so. We're gonna do 6 as first invis just because, we're a little bit risky. Okay, looks like it might be baited. Alright, well, our fox will likely die, but that's okay. So, we'll see. Another giant bomb. We're gonna do 7 and 3. As long as there's only like one more giant bomb, no more than that, we should be fine. However, that can always be the opposite of what happens. Alright, we'll do invis over 7. Oh, well, there it is. That's gonna kill a fox. And then 3. Well, earthquake in front of us. We'll pop the haste, and we'll just keep her alive. 2, 3, 4. Should get into multi-arc shower. She should go left, right? Perfect. And we'll invis over the fire spitter. Get into the multi-inferno, which will push us into the sweeper. I'm not sure which way she can go. Archers, pull her left, please. Okay, if she might go into this town hall. We're gonna invis over and see what happens. She's not going for that town hall. No, she's not. But she'll get this right side. Okay. We'll just poison the furnace. We'll giant arrow for this. Honestly, we're just hitting that back in air defense. That's all we can hit. Siege barracks and send the dragons into this inferno on the left side. Send the ice sound to help tank. We get rid of the CC pretty easily. Use a baby dragon to help funnel. Baby dragon help funnel. And we're gonna drop that overgrowth later. It'll allow us to delay our warden ability as well. I mean delay our minion prince ability. Yeah, we'll pop his warden ability here in a second. Just help us get through this inferno and this mono section. This town hall will go down by the fire mites and the CC, so no issues there. And you send 2 rocket loons for this air defense. And once this rage tower triggers, that's when I want to pop this overgrowth. Like, it's going to. It's going to soon. Alright, now we'll overgrowth. We'll overgrowth the sleeper as well, which will allow us to easily get through this section of the base. Super, super easily. That means drop a baby dragon to help clean up any troll Teslas. Nope. Alright, we'll drop some more cleanup archers. We'll have the whole mini principality as well. And honestly, we'll just send the rocket loons onto the wizard tower. Because, I mean, I'll take out the wizard tower and its archer tower. And by the time the overgrowth does end up wearing off, we will have the mini principality for this entire section, which isn't raised up anymore, which is really going to be very, very helpful. So, mini prince, I need you to turn. Okay, is he gonna turn? He better turn. Okay, there we go. He gets through the entire section. The town hall will go down eventually here. Eventually, Richter Cannon being there kind of hurt us, definitely. Because, it kind of counters the town poison Richter Cannon combo. Counters a little bit, but we still get through the town hall pretty easily. Nonetheless, we still have plenty of dragons still alive. Plenty. But that's definitely nice. The back end rage tower, if you don't end up getting all the way, if having one overgrowth, it helps. Alright, this base, double rage. This is a very common style of base. What you do is you just come in from up here and you push in and you get all of this section very, very, very easily. And we'll just say the old door for the back end rage tower once again. I mean, it makes it easy, doesn't it? It really does. You trade the rage tower as overgrowth it. Especially with all these rage bases, makes it super, super simple for us. But yeah, let's do 6 as first invis. Alright, and then she'll go right to the expo. Yep. And will she go for the mono? Honestly, she might end up going for the mono. Usually she doesn't, but I think because of how I placed her a bit further left, she ended up going further right, so she had to get the mono. But yeah, she's gonna pass to his multi-arch tower next. And she'll take out these defenses and we'll push into this rage tower section. We still have 6 invis left, which is absolutely plenty. We'll just invis over this multi-arch tower, take out the aura, and we're almost there, almost into this rage tower section. We'll drop the invis at 7, then we'll drop the earthquake all the way through, and then we'll do 3, and we'll pop the haste. And now she's in this core, and she's gonna take all this out, at least most of it. The parts that we need, we'll do 7. Should get through the rage tower. Should get through the inferno. We'll invis over. We'll get the other inferno here in a second, and then we still have one more invis left, which will allow us to get the fire spitter. And then from there, we're set. We get the fire spitter down. We drop siege barracks to the left. I don't even know there's a furnace in there, but we're gonna send the dragons in. There's a furnace. All right, we'll send the ice hound to help take. Poison for the furnace. Send a baby dragon to help funnel. Rocket loons for this air defense. Now we're looking for a giant arrow location. Where can we headhunter for his defending king? I guess we just giant arrow out. Bro, there's nowhere really that good. We'll just get through the rage tower section, giant arrow at that point. Baby dragon help funnel. Baby dragon help funnel. We'll pop a warren blade to heal up through the town hall poison section. Oh, we'll just drop a minion help to the defending king. Archers to help with these loons. And then we'll just overgrowth the rage tower section. I mean, we'll just literally cover all of it. Just to make it easy. Just to make it easier on ourselves. So there's no really big air damage left in the base. Like that's, except it's in the overgrowth right now. Which we'll easily take care of. We still have 3 rock loons and this minion prince ability. Minion prince, oh man, those air skellies. Look at all those air skellies. That's the whole army. Literally, that's the whole army. I should have left part of this rage tower section out, but I didn't quite do that. That wasn't very smart by me, but it won't matter. And we'll get the minion prince ability through almost all of the multi and the rage tower section. Then we'll have him help get through his rage tower and through that multi inferno tower. He just does so much damage. We still have so many dragons up. And it's another overkill attack. Another. I think we still have like 8 or 9 of them up. It's OP. Alright, this base. Multi inferno tower is 1, 2, 3. What we do is just go for the middle inferno and then we path into another. Now, I don't really think we're going to need the overgrowth in this attack. So we'll just save it for the back end. We'll just save it for back end heavy damage. Should probably be a section maybe like this section that's heavy air damage. Maybe a poison tower, that's a good section to do it on. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We're not too worried about it. I'm also going to use 3 rocket loons on this wizard tower just to make sure we take it out. Just for the pathing for the RC. We'll do 256 for his first invis as well. And we'll drop a poison on this double. What was that? Triple furnace. Double furnace? Yeah, we're poison. That thing's going to be gone. We're going to do 6 for this invis as well. We're going to the archers. Okay, we're not pathing the direction that we wanted to right now. Let's just say that. We're not going onto the inferno, but that'll be okay actually, because you know why? If we only get 1 inferno, that means we'll still path into the other direction. 3. Okay, we'll get onto the inferno. Well, we're going the correct direction. However, this ice clone's about to pop us. So we only have 4 invis left. Okay, she's gonna go left, right. So we're gonna pop the earthquake and ahead of us. We're gonna haste. We're gonna do 7 invis over. Oh, and we're gonna do 3. She's gonna get the town hall. Okay, well, the town hall is good. The town hall is definitely good. Town hall, mono, and hook tower. Yeah, well, maybe not the hook tower, but still the mono. All right, yep. She'll get all that. Yep. All right, we'll send the dragons into this left side because it's heavier damage on this side. We'll send the siege barracks on this right. Send baby dragon help funnel. Baby dragon help funnel. We still have 2 rocket loons, and we still have this overgrowth. We'll take out this. Never mind. We're not taking out the air defense. I can't believe I missed that. I can't believe I missed that air defense. Wait, that fire spitter was on the furnace? I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen that. Okay, that's new for me. We'll just overgrowth this inferno and this poison tower. And we'll take out this fire spitter. Dragon split, mini principality on this left side. Queen's gonna stay alive as well. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit scattered. I got scared of the the ricochet cannon on the queen, so I didn't place her on the ricochet cannon. And in doing so, I kind of split up my dragons too. And I missed the giant arrow on the air defense. That was crazy work, missing the giant arrow. I can't believe I did that. Send rocket loons help with this inferno tower. We need to keep this queen alive. We're gonna drop some more cleanup, and some more cleanup. We'll get through the inferno tower, so our furnaces get value. I say it's probably a good thing if you don't get the inferno tower down, having the furnaces there. I mean, the overgrowth help the furnaces but get value is definitely very nice. It looks like now is it gonna be most overkill? No, but after all that happening, the dragon split, all that, just me being just unideal with my RC charge. That's pretty decent, not gonna lie. Still pretty decent to get a 3 star. What, 4 dragons still up? I mean, that's all right for me. It was nasty, but a 3 star is a 3 star after all. All right, this base 1, 2, 3 on the Inferno. So I go from the middle Inferno and walk into the other path Inferno. That always works out for me on these ring style bases. And for the Overgrowth, I'm not really sure I'm going to need it for path. Actually, wait, I can use it early to make sure she goes the direction I want. Or I can save it for late. I kind of want to save it for late. We'll see what happens. If we're not baited, we'll make the decision. 256 is first invis as well. The Spear Fox is relatively healthy. Everything's going relatively well, relatively speaking. We're going to do 6 for this first invis because not in the scatter range. She's going to go rightwards. Right? She's going to go for this Wizard Tower. So I think she will make it to this Inferno with 10 invis. I think we'll be fine. And we'll do 6 for this invis. An invis over the Minion Prince. And, Spear Fox, bro. Spear Fox. What are you doing? Spear Fox just sold. And World Champion's on the Minion Prince now. 2, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, 2, 3, 4. What? Which way is she going? 2, 3. Bro. Stay alive. Yeah. Yeah, that's expected. Giant arrow through the air defenses. Queen on this right side. Okay. Send in the Hound. Send in the Dragons. This is doable, especially with the Overgrowth. That can provide a lot of value for us. Poison Tower's triggered. Poison Tower's triggered. Alright, we have to make sure we use the Rocket Loons down here to help support. Still have 2 invis left. Warren ability to get through here. We're going to poison the furnace. Actually, we still have the Earthquake too. Bro, look at all this value from the Earthquake. Baby Dragon to help funnel. What can we do? Invis these dragons in this core. Minion Prince ability through this core. Yeah, I missed the Town Hall with it, but that's okay. We'll invis these dragons on the Town Hall. The Queen, she is going to take out that air defense, which is nice. And then we'll use Rock Loons on this back end. We'll overgrowth this heavy damage. Alright, that's going to help us. Minion Prince will take out the mono. The Queen, she stayed alive. We supported her nicely. We'll use a few Rock Loons to help distract for this multi-gear. Use a minion to help distract for the multi-gear. We still have an Invis spell, which we can use on the Minion Prince. We send a Headhunter to help support. Whenever this damage wears off, we'll pop the Invis on the Minion Prince. Oh, never mind. We'll Invis the Queen. That's what we'll do. Invisor? Okay. Now she'll take out this multi-arch tower, and from there, we 3-star. Well, was it the cleanest? No, it wasn't. We didn't even use Earthquake. We had 3 Invis left when the RC died, but with the Queen up, the Warden up, and 3 Dragons up. And the Furnaces are still up too, so you know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. Man, we really had to think there, break down that base for a second. But we just did what we always did, and it worked out. Alright, this base. Where's multi-inferno towers? All 3 in the core. This might be a base where we want to use to overgrowth the path of the RC into the base, it's looking like. If we send her here, she'll go like this. We take out this. Maybe use an overgrowth right here to push her in. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'll have to take out this archer tower, though, so we can get her into the base. We're going to do 6 for this first invis as well, and we'll do it for the second one as well. Just because there's not any scatters here, and there's not enough damage. Like the Expo, it does a little bit, but it's not really too much. I'm going to do 6. She is going to get hit, but that's okay. Honestly, we can push her down here, overgrowth here, then we can do 7. We can send these rock loons in for this air defense. Then we can do 3. If she take out the air defense, she should be forced to push rightwards, right? Yeah, then we can earthquake here. We can do 7. And now she's in the core. That's nice. We can pop the haste. And we did 3. Alright, and then she's gonna get the mono and both infernos. I mean, all 3 infernos, actually. Yep, down will go the mono. Down will go the inferno. Which way she's gonna go? We still have 2 invis left, very nicely. Fox is dead, unfortunately, but... Actually, wait. No? The Fox lived. Okay, it's dead now, but... Doesn't matter. We'll get the sweeper. Bro, I wanted the sweeper! That's okay. Siege Barracks and Queen on this left side. We're not going to drop the Queen yet. We're going to send the close air defense here. Send the Hound to go over that Giga Bomb. Alright, Baby Dragon help funnel. Baby Dragon help funnel. Alright, nice. We'll poison the furnace. Oh, furnace is one shot. That was wasted. That was wasted. But we can giant arrow out and air defense and sweeper. Ward ability through this rage tower. That was juicy, juicy. If we had a wall breaker here, it'd be perfect, but unfortunately we don't. We'll baby dragon out this wizard tower just to help clean up this side of the base, push everything on this left side into that town hall section. We'll have the minion prince ability, which I'll pop on this X bow, so we'll get through these last few air defenses in this back end. Then we'll drop some cleanup archer. We'll drop a cleanup archer. Yeah, we'll take out this ricochet cannon easily. Look at all these dragons, just have a nice straight path through here. Now this base is very, very, very nice to have the overgrowth for, because it allowed us, we would have had to use maybe 3 invis to redirect push in the same way we did on this base. But with the overgrowth, we only need to use 1 overgrowth, which is 2 invis spells practically, but it's all good. And we saw this headhunter help take out this defending queen as well as the furnaces head for this town hall. But the minion prince as well, maybe they'll get the town hall right now, they might not. Might not be enough time to get there, but it won't matter. Because this base is absolutely gone. There's no more air damage left besides the town hall. We got the whole cavalry coming on through. The minion prince with his lava hound skin and everything. Nice. Can the furnaces get it? I mean, it looks like they would have, or just about got it if the dragons weren't here, but it won't matter because the base is gone. It's just gone. Nice, easy peasy 3-star. Nice overgrowth usage there too. All right, this base, insane, insane, insane value right here. We get our RC in here, which she will take all of this. So from that point on, we'll just save the overgrowth probably for the back end, right? We probably just use it on the mono and the multi gear. Allow us to get through this section easily, this section easily with the queen, this section easily with the dragons, depending on which side she actually goes on. But this is a very common base and it's very simple to do. All you do is just drop your RC here, and at 256 you drop first invis, and she'll get onto this crusher mortar, and you just drop the earthquake directly on the rage tower section. Usually the NATO is like in here too, but now you do 7 and 3 for your invises, you're in double cycle. The NATO's either like right here, usually it's like on the other side of the Giga Bomb, but sometimes it's not even in the section, which is kind of strange, because this is the section where you would want to have a NATO in. And you always wait to haste till you're past the NATO, just so you don't waste the haste or anything. Then we just do 7 and 3 this entire time. Alright, where she's going to pull back to this right side here in a second. Alright, we're going to haste just to get her past this invis redirect section. Usually you wait for the NATO, but I got kind of impatient there. We're doing 7 and 3. We're not going to get scatter. Okay, well, that's fine. There's not really too much value here left for Say Live. However, it will help get better value for the giant arrow, which I'll do directly. I missed the air defense back there. The front air defense doesn't matter because I don't have any air troops right here. It's really just the back air defense that matters. So I kind of wasted the giant arrow in the way. There's the NATO. Okay, that's fine. Baby dragon there, baby dragon there. Yeah, that NATO there is actually very, very nice for us. Well, Headhunter, oops. I forgot the Headhunter. We just killed our whole action figure because, you know, the Headhunter could have been placed way sooner. He would have been alive still. So we're not going to have a tank for a queen. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. Triple Ice Golem. That's annoying. We'll just poison the Defending King and the Ice Golems. Let's take both those things out. And then we'll just say this Overgrowth, honestly, for the Sweeper and Fire Spitter air defense instead of the Monolith, because that's going to push our dragons back, and that's just more annoying. And we'll send these Rock Loons for this Archer Tower and Wizard Tower. 2 takes out the Archer Tower, 3 takes out the Wizard Tower, and that's going to push our dragons into the heavy damage mono and multi-gear. That's what's very nice with the Rock Loons. You push your army into the base, basically speaking. You push your dragons, although I should have placed the archers and stuff sooner, baby dragon back there sooner, but I didn't, but it's not going to matter. So you're going to have practically the whole army up. The queen's still alive, right? The unicorn get her up to full HP. Very, very nice unicorn. That's why I like the unicorn with this. Because usually ricochets on the inside bases, which it was on this. And it allowed us to have the other army alive just the whole time. Nice and simple. Very, very nice and simple. Alright, Invis core base. So for these, you always want to look for the simplest, or basically the path of least resistance to get into the core. That's always going to be how you want to enter these. So for this one, what's going to be the least amount of defenses get in there? Maybe just like right here. Maybe just right here, and I just giant arrow from the top. And then she'll push rightwards we invis, or maybe just, yeah, we got it, we got it. Giant arrow, we took out the defenses there. We're going to do 256 for this first invis. We might have to use the overgrowth 2 path, which is fine for me, right? So she goes this way. We do 6 for this invis. Then I just overgrowth right there. And then now she's literally forced to go into the center. Where else can she go? Okay, queen? Bro, why is she going for the defending queen? 7. And and then 3. We Earthquake through this core. We're going to haste, and we're just going to take this whole core out. So that Overgrowth is very nice for getting into invis bases. It makes invis bases super easy because you're just pretty much guaranteed to get in there at that point. Because an entire corner of the base is just sectioned off, your RC can only go one way. We still have 4 invis. 4 invis. Once we're out of the side of this core. Oh, do not kill my Spirit Fox, please. We get through this multi-gear. Will we get the scatter is going to be the question. Alright, I'm going to overgrowth this ricochet because I want the scatter. That's air damage. That's what matters to me. And I'm going to do 3. She'll get the air expo. Nice. And the queen's still alive. We'll headhunter the defending king, right? Send the dragons onto this right side. It's a little bit thicker. But look, we have 40% of the base down by the time we drop the dragons. 50% of the base by the time we drop the dragons. Like, there is no issues here. There is no issues on this base. Baby dragons help clean up. We'll support the queen with the rocket loons. Usually you support the dragons, but I mean the queen, she's low, and we're gonna have siege barracks there, and this side is gonna have 0 issues with the warden ability, and the funnel's already made, so it's not gonna matter. But yeah, we can swag the warden and minion prince ability because there's just so much value here. There's just so much value. Like this is a crazy attack, I'm not gonna lie. That overgrowth definitely helped out there. It definitely did because it allowed us to get through here. Now, if we would have just used redirects and got stuck in that queen, we would have had to redirect again and then again, just get past the defending queen into the core. But we had the overgrowth, allowed us to get in there, 0 issues. Absolutely 0 issues. Allows us to swag the minion prince and the warden ability. Okay, wait, maybe not the minion prince ability. He might die here. Yeah, okay, well, allows us to swag the Warden ability. Would have been able to swag the Minion Prince ability if he'd not run out in front there. We still have like 8 dragons up, and the furnace is just chilling with a Warden ability swagged. I say that's pretty good. Another invis base. We want to get into here. What's going to be the easiest way to do that? That's going to be the question. So what's the path of least resistance? I mean, this probably be like maybe right here, right here. Take out this of rockaloons, giant arrow. Now we're doing like this. Rockaloon Z's. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do 256 here. Then we'll giant arrow out this core. We're getting rid of defenses. So we're thinning out this section of the base. That's what we're trying to do. Thin out everything. We do 6 of this invis, and we're going to hit all the Teslas, which means it's probably not going to be beta or giant bombs. There's 5 Teslas here. Probably not. Okay, there is giant bombs. Never mind. We're going to do 6 again because the scatter shot's the main thing why we want to do a double cycle, but it's already taken down, so, you know, we're chilling. So it's going to push us into the mono and the NATO? Bro, that's not real. Can the queen take out this wizard tower? Hopefully. 2, 3. Oh, why'd I drop an invis there? I'm going to invis redirect. Alright, 3. Earthquake. Haste. And then invis. Okay, well, I kind of choked there on this. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of choked quite a bit. Like, that mono is one shot right now. Like, it's literally one shot. And I'm choking. Siege barracks goes on this right side. Because I'll take out the mono easily. Send the ice hound in. We'll trigger that giga bomb. Send the dragons in. Yeah, that's what's really nice about the furnaces. They're great for taking out the mono. Even if it's 1 HP, anything. Even a 1 HP mono is a major threat still. Just because that thing is going to be an absolute menace no matter what. 1 HP, 3 HP, 1,000 HP, 5, 10,000 HP, a million HP. It is the same amount of damage, especially with storage out in front of it. Especially with storage out in front of it. Man, I can't believe I messed that up. I can't believe that. We'll send a headhunter. We'll drop an overgrowth here. So we're going to make sure we got down that minion prince. That's why I dropped the overgrowth there. So the fire mites get the value, take out this mono here. Because if we take out this mono, there's going to be not enough damage on this side of the base to do any damage to our army. Where we could probably swag the warden ability again. Probably. And yeah, we'll just drop baby dragon here since for the wizard tower. And this fire spirit is going to be facing the fire mites. But you know what? It's not going to be facing the whole dragon army, minion prince back here. And we'll be able to swag this warden ability. Bro, I can't believe I messed up the RC charge so bad. What was I doing? But I think that was a good call. It took me a second to find out what would be the easiest spot. But the reason I didn't want to come in from one of these angles with the queen was because there's ricochet cannon right there and right there. And right here is a multi-arch tower, multi-arch tower. So I figured the multi-arch tower would be better value for my queen because she stay alive and will swag the minion prince warren ability and still have like 8, 9 dragons still up. So it wasn't even close. But I kind of panicked there on the RC charge. I kind of did. I realized I had to redirect it out that wizard tower. I didn't have any rocket loons, so I used them already to funnel this section, which worked out nicely because it pathed my RC into this big old section here. My queen at the same time was funneling out this side, the action figure and her giant and arrow and such, which was nice. But I didn't think in time to take out this wizard tower. So that was my brain just being a bit slow in reaction speed. So I had to make sure I use a redirect to get out there. I invised over the mono when the mono was 1 HP, as well as I used an invis spell at I think 220 or 230 right here. I don't know what I was doing. I used an invis spell at a very bad time. If I didn't use that at the wrong time, I would have got better vibe. But even then, I still had an extra invis spell. So basically, I had 2 extra invis spells. So I could have got this base down with 8 invis spells. So that's what's really nice about the overgrowth, because you can eliminate damage in the back end like that. Allowed my fire mice get more value. So I mean, it looked a little bit frantic for a second, but I mean, it was overkill. Swag Warden and Minion Prince ability, and a whole bunch of dragons still up. We did end up easily going plus 320 a day. Like, there is some absolute overkill attacks. Absolutely overkill. Like, swag so many warden abilities a day. Swag so much. But either way, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.